Hey everyone, welcome back for our deep dive today. And let me just say, wow, AI. Right. It's everywhere you look these days. But the articles you sent, really fascinating stuff. We're talking AI turning the sales game on its head. We're going deep into the whole world of deepfakes. And get this, AI is even diving into the ocean now. You'll never guess what for is.
It's incredible how AI is changing things so quickly. Every single industry is being touched by it in some way. Like, we're really seeing it happen right in front of us.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it. So, you know what? Let's kick things off with something a lot of us can relate to, sales. One of these articles really dug into how AI is, I don't know, almost like rewriting the rule book on how we buy and sell.
Yeah, and the big thing here is how personalized everything's becoming. It's not about those generic sales pitches anymore. Now, AI is letting companies really zero in on what each customer wants, their needs, what they like, the whole package.
Right, like you're the only customer they care about.
Yeah.
It's impressive. In a way, the article talked about how AI can actually look at your past purchases, what you do online, even your social media, all to build like this whole profile about you as a shopper. And get this, companies using this AI personalization are seeing way more sales, like 10 to 15% higher. It's huge.
It really proves that people, even if it's an algorithm, we want to feel understood, right? When a company seems like it knows what you need before you even do, that's powerful stuff, builds trust.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of knowing the future, the article also mentioned something called sales forecasting. Sounds like something straight out of sci-fi, doesn't it?
It is pretty wild. Imagine being able to predict with incredible accuracy what your sales are going to be. And we're not talking about just guessing here. This one case study they mentioned, a company started using AI for this sales forecasting, and their predictions were 95% accurate. Can you believe that? They ended up cutting their inventory costs by something like 15% just from that.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having a cheat code for your business. But okay, let's bring it back down to earth for a second and talk about dynamic pricing. Now, this is something we all experience as consumers.
Yeah, for sure. Dynamic pricing, basically, it means prices can change in real time, depending on all sorts of things. What's in demand, what are competitors charging, even like the weather or what time of day it is. They used airlines as an example. They use AI to constantly track who's booking flights and then adjust their prices on the fly.
Which explains why those flight prices seem to jump around more than, I don't know, a kangaroo.
Hmm.
But yeah, for businesses, I get how that could be really useful, especially with how fast everything changes these days.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about being able to react quickly, stay flexible with what the market's doing. And AI gives you the tools to do that with the level of precision that wasn't possible before.
Makes sense. Okay, so for any salespeople listening, this next one might be your new best friend: lead scoring and prioritization.
Love this one. It's about working smarter, not harder, right? AI steps in, analyzes mountains of data about your potential customers, figures out which ones are most likely to actually buy something. Like having a secret weapon, almost.
Yeah.
It tells you, hey, this person, they're ready to buy, focus on them, or maybe this one needs a little more convincing.
So valuable, especially for businesses where those sales, they take time. No more chasing after people who are never going to buy anything. But okay, get this. AI can even do all that boring admin stuff that salespeople hate. I mean, really automate it all.
Oh, for sure. Scheduling meetings, all the data entry, even writing those basic emails. AI can handle that now. They were saying in the article, I think it was a study they mentioned, sales teams using AI for this stuff, they save like 20% of their time every week, a whole day practically.
I can think of a few things I'd do with an extra day. But it makes you wonder, right? If AI is doing all this, what happens to all the people who used to do those jobs?
That's the big question, no doubt. But I think instead of thinking of AI as like coming for our jobs, it's more about how can it help us do our jobs better?
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes over the boring stuff, the repetitive things, but then that frees us up for what humans are good at, the creative stuff, problem solving, connecting with people.
True, AI can't do everything, at least not yet. It's about adapting, I guess, learning to use these new tools. But okay, let's switch gears for a bit. Talk about something that's been all over the news, AI, and all the stuff about disinformation, deepfakes, all that.
This article really got into it, how people are worried about these incredibly realistic deepfakes AI can create. And it's not just about the videos themselves, it's that we start to lose trust in everything we see online.
Exactly, like how do you know what's even real anymore when AI can create these perfect fakes? It's kind of scary.
It is. There was this study, they said almost 40% of people believe AI is mostly going to be used for bad stuff. And yeah, this whole disinformation thing, creating fake news, that was a big concern. Like, it's a reminder that this technology, it's powerful and we got to be careful with it.
So then what do we do? how do you even fight back against AI-generated fake news? It's everywhere.
There's no easy answer, that's for sure. We need to attack it from all sides. On the tech side, they're already building AI tools that can spot deepfakes. These tools, they can see tiny imperfections, stuff we'd never notice.
So it's like fighting fire with fire, right? Using AI to catch the bad AI.
Yeah, you could say that. But it's not enough just to have the technology. We need everyone to be smarter about what they're seeing online, learn how to tell what's real and what's not. Thinking critically, basically.
So true. We can't just rely on someone else to fix this. It's on all of us, right?
Absolutely. It's about being a responsible citizen, even in the digital world. But okay, enough doom and gloom for now. Let's talk about something a bit more fun, shall we? This next article, it's about a company using AI in a way I never even imagined. They're sending it to the bottom of the ocean.
Wait, what are you seriously?
Seriously. This company, Beam, they're using AI-powered underwater vehicles, like little submarines, to go and inspect these giant wind farms they're building out in the ocean.
Wow. So Beam has developed these autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, right? Like AI submarines, basically, equipped with all these sensors and stuff.
It's really impressive these AUVs can navigate through, all that complicated stuff underwater, collect really detailed images and sonar data. They even use, machine learning algorithms to actually pinpoint potential problems, stuff like corrosion, damage to the structure, you name it.
I read that they use a specific type of AI, computer vision, I think they called it, to actually see underwater, even when it's murky and dark. They can even spot these tiny little cracks in the wind turbine foundations, things a human diver might miss.
And that's the key, right? Because catching those problems early on, that's how you prevent those huge disasters later.
It's like having this whole team of inspectors working 24/7, no breaks, no complaining.
Exactly. Plus, these AUVs are so much faster, they can cover so much more ground, literally, than any human diver ever could. And it keeps people out of harm's way. Those underwater environments can be dangerous.
Oh yeah, no doubt. The article mentioned Beam is already using this technology at Seagreen, which is, get this, the world's deepest fixed-bottom wind farm, way out there off the coast of Scotland.
It's proof that this stuff is real, And it's not just for checking up on existing wind farms either. These AI submarines can help plan out where to build new ones, make sure they're in the right spot, all that.
It's amazing using AI for something like this to help us build a greener future. It feels like we're at this turning point. AI is tackling these huge global problems in ways we never thought possible.
Definitely a lot to be optimistic about. So from completely changing how we buy and sell things to, the whole disinformation battle to diving deep into the ocean, AI is everywhere, changing everything. It's been a wild ride talking about all this today.
It really has so much to think about. And for everyone listening, we want to know, what do you think? How is AI going to change your world, your work, your life? Hit us up on social media. Let's keep this conversation going. Until next time.